Hey guys, it's Molly, and today we are going to do a corrective exercise routine for the lower body. If you do not know what corrective exercise is, it is essentially just stretching and strength training blended in a way to make the body feel aligned and balanced. So we're really going to try and correct any of the weirdness happening in your lower body today. Most people tend to have really tight hips from sitting too much and inactive glutes from, again, sitting too much. So we are going to work on balancing out those things today. And you won't need any equipment for this routine. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to let me know in the comments down below. And if you want to see more corrective exercise routines, possibly for the upper body, let me know that in the comments down below as well. And let's go ahead and get started. I am interrupting your workout to let you know that I have created a MFit workout calendar for the month of March. So if you want to follow along with this workout calendar that has all of your MFit workouts and rest days scheduled for you, go ahead and click the top link in my description box. This workout calendar is only $5 and it will make your home workouts 10 times more effective. So go ahead and click that link. Let's begin in a downward facing dog stretch. So go ahead and lift your hips up in the air and press your heels down to the floor. You should feel that stretching all along the back of your leg. And now you're also going to press your armpits back towards your toes so you feel that stretching in the upper body as well. Inhale through your nose. And as you exhale, sink deeper into that stretch. Again, big inhale. And as you exhale, stretch deeper. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Good job. Now I want you to inhale and shift forward into a plank position. And then exhale, shift back to that down dog. Again, inhale forward to plank. Exhale back to your down dog. 2 more times. Inhale forward. Exhale back, always finding that perfect down dog stretch. Again, inhale forward. And exhale back. Let's add on. I want you to inhale forward and step your left foot forward into a wide lunge. So that foot is on the outside of your left pinky. And you should feel that stretching in the whole leg, both of the legs. Go ahead and step back to plank and then push back to that down dog. Let's do that on the other side. Inhale, step your right foot forward to that wide lunge. Make sure that right heel is down on the floor. You shouldn't be on your toes. You should be on that heel, and that's gonna make sure you're feeling this stretch in the right places. Now step back to that plank and shift back to your down dog. Let's keep going. Inhale, left foot forward, step back to plank, shift back down dog. Inhale, right foot forward, step back to plank, shift back down dog. Keep that going. Make sure you're working as hard as you can, stepping that foot as far forward as you can every time. Let's do 4 more, 2 more each side. One more each side. You've got it. And last one. Let's hold that down dog. Rise up to your tiptoes and bring your knees all the way down to the floor. Send your hips back to find a child's pose stretch. Breathe into that stretch, reaching your fingertips as far forward as they will go while you continue to push your hips back. Look forward to those fingertips. Bring your arms another foot in front of you. Drop your armpits down and lift your hips up in the air for that puppy pose. Relax into that stretch. You should feel this stretching in your shoulders, in your low back, maybe in your hips some as well. One more time, you're gonna slide forward, but this time you are going to lie on your stomach, pressing your hips down to the floor, lifting your chest up as much as you can, finding this Sphinx pose. Pull your elbows back towards your rib cage, lift your chest as much as you can, and feel that stretch in your stomach, in your hips, in your chest. Feeling it kind of everywhere. Big breath in and out. And let's engage the abs a little bit. I want you to keep your knees down on the floor. But from this Sphinx pose, you're gonna pull your lower belly up, rounding up into a modified plank. And then you're gonna release almost all the way back down, but not quite all the way. And then round back up. And again, release almost all the way, then round back up. Keep that going. Finding those abs, really contracting those core muscles to round up into that plank. Yes, and now we're gonna make it a little smaller. So just release a little, round up a lot. Release a little, round up a lot. Release, round. Release, round. Feel those abs. Really focus on pulling your lower belly up to your spine. Let's go for 10, 9. Keep breathing through it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up on 1, tuck your toes, lift your knees, finding that full plank position, and relax. Sit on those heels, roll your shoulders back, and let's take a little twist. Bring your right hand to your left knee, reach that left arm back, and twist. And let's switch it out, left hand to right knee, right arm back, set it down to twist. And relax out of that. Let's come into a tabletop position on those hands and knees. So as I said earlier, corrective exercise is a blend of stretching and strength training. And right now, we're going to engage the butt cheeks and the abs a little bit more. So now we're getting into that strength training portion of this video. I want you to extend your left leg back straight and then lift the leg up. And we're gonna do some small straight leg pulses. Yes, so this is a small movement. We are trying to engage that left butt cheek. We warmed up the body a little bit with those stretches in down dog. And now we're going to engage the muscles a bit more before finally stretching everything out for the final time. That is your corrective exercise routine. So doing these pulses, make sure you're not leaning away from the leg. Make sure you're keeping all your body weight center. In fact, that left leg is lifted. Let's go ahead and lift the right arm as well, bringing that hand to your chest. Now you have to be balanced and centered. It's very difficult to lean away from the leg if you don't have an arm to help you. So keep pulsing here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, great job. Bring that right forearm down to the ground. So now you're leaning and it's super uneven, the exact opposite of what I had you do before. Go ahead and pull that left knee to your left tricep muscle and then kick the toes back. Again, knee to tricep muscle and kick back. That's your movement. Knee to tricep, kick back, Keep that going and keep breathing through it. Yes, keeping that knee lifted the whole time so you really start to feel that left butt cheek. And it should stay in those butt muscles. You shouldn't feel this in your hips or in your thighs or in anything weird like that. It should be in your butt cheek. I hope you're feeling it. Let's do 5, 4, 1, hold it back and keep that leg lifted as high as you can. And now square out those hips, come down to both forearms, and let's finish off with 10 regular donkey kicks. Keep those ab muscles tight. And again, make sure your shoulders are square, so in line with each other, and your hips are as well. You have 5, 4, very good. Come back to that tabletop position. Step that left foot forward. Slide your right knee back, and let's just hold a stretch. So you're here in this deep lunge stretch, and you should feel this in your hips and your thighs stretching so much. Breathe in through your nose, out through your mouth. You're gonna feel those muscles we just worked stretching, and you're gonna feel that back leg stretching a lot as well in the hip and in the thigh. Go ahead and rock side to side a little bit here. So shifting your weight from your right hand to your left hand. I love adding a little bit of movement to these stretches so that you can feel the stretch in several different areas. We all have different trouble areas. If your hips are tight, maybe your hip is tight in a different area than my hip is tight. So adding a little bit of movement to this stretch is gonna make sure you feel that stretch in all of the places. And then if one position feels especially tight, you can hold it there. So if leaning to the side a little bit feels the most effective to you, you can do that. Maybe holding it to the other side feels better, or just center. All right, so that's why we add movement, so that you can feel where you're most tight. And you can come out of that stretch as gently as possible. And we are going to work the other leg now. Extend your right leg back straight and lift it up. And I'm gonna have you pulse the leg here. Pulsing it up, pulsing it up. Very good. Make sure your abs are engaged. So pulling your belly button up. You shouldn't be arching the back like this. Belly button is up, back is flat as you do these leg lifts. Yes. And as we talked about on that other side, make sure you're not leaning away from the leg that is lifted. Keep your body weight center, and let's go ahead and bring that left hand to your heart and continue pulsing. Now you have to be balanced or you're gonna fall over, right? So keep your weight equally placed between that right hand and that left knee. Using the abs, using the booty, using everything you got right here. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1, perfect. Bring your left forearm down to the ground. Open up your hips a bit. You're gonna pull that right knee to your right tricep and then kick back. Knee to tricep, kick back. Keep going with that movement. You know the form from the other side, so make sure you're doing it. Knee to tricep and keep that knee lifted. You've got this. Keep breathing through it. I need 5. Last one, keep the leg back. And now square out those hips. Bring that right forearm down. Let's do 10 basic donkey kicks. Make sure those hips are even, as are your shoulders. You have 6, 5, 4, last one. Release. Find that tabletop position and step that right foot forward. Slide your left knee back and find that stretch. Again, you're gonna feel this stretching in all of those muscles we just worked, as well as the back hip and thigh. This is one of my favorite stretches. If it bothers that back knee at all, you can always just put a pillow underneath your knee for some extra cushion. But let's go ahead and add that movement in, rocking side to side. And as I said, on that other leg, if you feel the stretch a lot in one position, go ahead and hold that position, even if it looks weird. You can move or you can hold the stretch in the tightest areas. I like to keep that movement because I'm not feeling too tight in any specific area, but I'm feeling a little bit tight everywhere. So adding that rock is good for me. Hold it center and release. Very good job. Again, sit on those heels. Separate your knees wider than hip width apart, and let's find that child's pose again. But this time I want you to rock your hips side to side. So adding movement to this child's pose so that you feel it in even more areas. And now just relax center. Take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and relax. That completes your corrective exercise routine for the day. I hope that you enjoyed it. This routine is great to do as a warm-up or on its own on your rest days. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, again, leave me a comment, like this video, share it with your friends, do all of the things, and I will of course see you next week for another workout. Bye guys!